All right, guys. I really appreciate you all for being here. My name is Sawal, and if you don't see my face, please don't be pissed off. I like to put this thing over my computer. When I turn it around, you will see my face. Okay, so don't be pissed off. I'm just not trying to. I'm right here. You see? Let me take this tape off. I exist. Okay, I'm a human being. I exist. It's just I have to put that on there for now. So what happened is what we were talking about is they were saying in the education system, they still do today. When you go in there, think as if you are the lawyer. Think as if you are the the nurse. And so this is me sitting there saying, no, I want to think as if I'm the patient. How do I do this? As a patient. Guys, I think I was. You see, if I think as a patient, I cannot pass the course. You know that? If I think as a civilian, I cannot pass a criminal justice course. That's where this education system in America can crumble in 2 minutes. Whenever you think opposite of what they're trying to teach you, you want to bet this one? I'll put $1 billion on it and I'll win it. Every one of them, the education system in this country always fail on this aspect. And I have done all the research that I have done, meaning hence meaning go in experience and come out experience. How does it fall? When I go in there, the first thing they say, think as if you are the nurse. Oh, okay. Think as if you are the nurse and you gotta come in, and I look at them like these people just joke around a lot. So you think as if you are a nurse. And they say we're gonna learn about your competency of how much you know stuff in the nursing business. And I'm like, huh? I'm coming to school. No. Think as if you are the nurse. So what is this? Guys, what is this? No, you're just gonna let us see what you know in the nursing field. Oh, okay. I just know that they do this, they do that, they do that. Oh, so you know a lot. Yeah. Okay, good. Now you got it, baby. You got it. You're almost there. So now you go to pre dentistry. Think as if you're the dentist. You go to criminal justice. Think as if you're already the cop. No, I don't want to do that. So I come in as I am the patient. You see, this is why these folks, I'm telling you, I was one of the class whenever they asked and I said I was, I had an issue. I have medical issues, so I know how they talk about the pain level and everything. I know how it feel because I have been there in the bed. I have experienced it. So I'm telling you. So this is what happened, guys. I can if I go there you'll be shocked. So you sit down, think as if you are this person, and you don't have the chance to say, well, me, this is how I come in. I am the patient and I'm here. The patient's view is this: teach me to become like you. How do you do it? So my body hurts. Everything is hurting me. I feel like my neck hurts, my back hurts, and everything. So how do we go ahead and fix this process of things that's going on? And okay, you're not a patient, so you have come to school empty-headed, right? Can you teach me how to be one? They were like, well, you have to think like the nurse. So what you do is, whenever you are in this incident, guess what you do? You gotta go run out there and get somebody and do all this. And I was like, no, my first instinct is to think as if I'm the patient on the floor. And that is, are you okay? Is everything doing okay with you? Let me check up on you. How you feel? No, I don't feel. Yes, that patient self is what actually is called like the assessment of things. That patient self is almost like what is called the first picture, the first the first image, the entrance of what you coming in to come in and be the nurse upon. But they have ignored that first patient, the patient aspect of things, saying, let me think like you. So if you're making everybody think like the nurse, when they get to the hospital, they don't think like the patient. I can tell you 100%. They don't think like the patient. They only say this. I'm going to tell you. They only say, just imagine you are in the patient's shoe. I was like, imagination don't make me the patient. And then they said, just imagine you are the patient. I said, no, that imagination of what the patient is, it don't work. I am the patient. So think of me, I'm the patient. Teach me to be this. And then it's like, uh so what you're gonna do is, no, guys, it don't work. You see, what's gonna happen is, if they continue educating our children upon this level of construction in our education system, we can never get to the top. You can never get to the top with your children having, for you having a peace of mind as a mother, as a family member. Why? Because you're trying to teach your children. Your children are going out there feeling superior and coming inside your home making you inferior. Meanwhile, they were supposed to think, okay, I went from the bottom to the top. I still appreciate the bottom to the top. I don't leave the bottom alone and move forward, but rather I learn and pick up things from it and move forward. So that's why I was yesterday. I was complaining and telling you, I was speaking about the issues of how folks did not look. You see, you didn't tell yourself, okay, I'm a civilian coming in, teach me the criminal justice department. You were taught coming as the cop. So if I come in as the cop, I'm learning all right, but I didn't come in the essence of how the civilian will feel and think according to how I will be presenting myself. You see what I mean? I hope you understand this part. I'm trying to literally make it make sense for you. So it's almost like the cop being trained, being educated like this, will come in already forward, 3 steps forward, saying, "Yeah, man, this." You are like, wait, you forgot your background, you know. And this was happening in the nursing education system. It was happening like this. So the patient loses 90%. Yes, every so this is what was happening. I think they were having issue with people's pain control, pain measures. Why I'm saying I'm in so much pain, and the person giving the medicine is saying, "But I just gave you the pain medication," and you are like, "No, but I'm still in pain. It's not enough." And then they come back and they give you some more, and they look at you like, "Ugh, you probably want to drugged out." And then you are looking at them like, but you don't have what I have, so you don't understand. And they are like, you are, this is what they say about children that have that. Guys, I was there, I hear it. I said, so as a patient, this is how these folks really think. Uh, I heard it all, the 9 yards. So what I'm trying to bring your attention to is the people almost and were thinking that they only imagine, but they don't feel it. I asked somebody, I think I was like, so how many, you asked them, have you ever had a surgery before? I can tell you, a lot of folks say, no, but I'm the this, I'm the this. Yeah, have you ever, hurt yourself before? Have you ever go to jail before? Do you know how many people are in the criminal justice department that have ever go to jail before? Well, it doesn't exist, Sarah. And then you look at them and you said, so that's the issue we have. Yes, that's the issue we have. The issue we have is we say, well, you got to have it all clean, 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 right? And you finish all this education and you come in here and you start working on folks. Guys, I saw newbies that were hired at where I work and they went to the bathroom crying. And I was like, what's wrong? Just crying. I'm like, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong with you? And they were new and they were bucking, they were crying because whatever they learned in class, when they came on the field, it was not even close. One of the girls was like, I don't know, I have no idea. I was like, but you went to school. She's like, yes, but it had nothing to do with the field. I was like, aha, there you guys are. You see? So, guys, it was funny. I saw new hired degree on deck. No, 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 nothing. Like empty, 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 empty. Crying. They don't, it's like, hey, you don't know how to push this thing on here? No. They didn't teach me that. They said when I come on the field, they're going to train me. Hey, and I said, so you went out there acting like this and you are here and you have no idea? They are like, nah, so y'all going to train me on the field. I was like, Jesus. And then they get trained in the on the, so you look at it, you say, wait, so what is the education system doing that these kids walk in the medical field, walk in these field that folks that have been there for a long time now have to train them? I thought you would get the training here before you go there. I'm gonna give you where the problem fell. The problem only fell because we taught them that they need to come into the education system as if they're already the nurse. We didn't teach them as if you are a civilian and I'm going to teach you the process of how you are going to learn it from scratch and get to the top. That's where the problem came. Because we miss this problem. When the kids gets in the field, guess what they doing? They came there all right, suited and booted up, but they cannot deliver inside the jobs. And so folks in the jobs are tired, complaining, my back hurt. I'm not going to train this child when she went to school for 4 years in my face. And I got to train this child how to do the education system, how to be a teacher again, how to be a lawyer, how to be a doctor. I'm not training this child. She went all the way 4 years for all this, and you guys didn't teach one of this? No. So now, this is where we sit down and say the online education system, even though it's good, it was not something that we were supposed to literally base all our mindset upon it. That if a child don't get this degree paper, degree level of understanding, they are not able to come into the work field for them to be trained to be good. You understand? This is where the issue started. You understand? So why am I saying this? Every medical, guys, they tell you think as if you're already the doctor, huh? And they get to the job, and the people over there are like, "Can you do this?" No, but I have a knowledge about it. They taught me in school, and I'm like, "Can you go ahead and get this?" Now I had, where do I find it? I don't even know. Where is this one? Like, and they're crying. They come in, they're crying. They go to the bathroom. Oh my God. I don't know. These people are so mean. And I'm like, no. You see, the problem is inside. The school did this to you. And what is the problem? This is where also in the school there's more problem. Guys, I can go about it every day. I kind of like almost like dance with these things. You understand? I cannot dance with them. I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. But I gotta just lower my, I just gotta do what they're doing and then let me get out of it, God. It's too funny. So I'm taking it real serious. I got it on deck God, I got this one. Let me do it. And I'm like, no, but it don't make sense. I'm fighting with my intelligence to literally scoop it to the sense of what, okay, now we on the same page. We all don't know, but we all getting there. You see, look, if the education system was teaching, let me tell you how it works. When the education, you want to know a place that have a really good education system, when the child gets off. So this is where the problem also come in the school system. Now the teachers are raising their voice. You see, you kids, you don't study enough. You don't do this enough. So you come out here and you go and disgrace us on the field. And I'm looking at them like, Madam, who are you pointing the finger to? You are the teacher. If your kids are going out there not delivering, you got a problem in your school. You got an issue you got to solve as a teacher, because what you thought that child is what they are going out there to voice it out. So if your child is going out there making mistake, not able to deliver, guess what your education system did? It was not good. It was bad. And matter of fact, it need to be stopped, because a good education system, guess what happened with that child? You know, when you are educating these children inside, you see, you don't educate them on the choices aspect of things. You educate them on the problem solving skills. The problem solving skills meaning, okay, let's do it. How do you do this? You go from left to the right, and then you turn around, and then you do this, and then it becomes great. And then they are like, yes, I learned this way. Teach you how to do it, and you hands on, you become better at it, and you go ahead and deliver. Okay, that's it. But look, the greediness of some of the education system setups that came inside on the side, very greedy folks came on the side, and how they did it is because folks were thirsty to be in the medical field. Folks were thirsty to have what is called the paper degree, thirsty, right? Like, oh yeah, I gotta have the 4 year degree, because now guess what? A lot of men were walking around saying, if you don't have the 4 year degree, I ain't finna talk to you. And I'm like, ugh, it's like I'm walking in a forest full of mess. So I said to myself, look, the what you are sitting here trying to point the finger at the children in the education system, saying they're not learning well, they're not delivering. No, it's not their fault. It's you as a teacher. I said a child that fails your class only fails the class, right? Let me give it to you. Only fail the class according to the degree or level of how you thought everybody in the class. Yes. Because as a teacher, when a child is failing, you are there to try and correct this child. So the child fail, you are like, I didn't do something right. And if that child fail, another child is going to come down and fail that part. So you have to say, okay, well, how did this child fail? What did she do? He do? How do I change it next time for another child not to be affected? Maybe I have to, hey, little Johnny, how is everything? He said, I mean no English. He don't speak English. He said, okay, you have to go to ESL class, okay? They'll teach you. Oh, what about an African child who don't speak English at all? You are like, oh, how do I get this baby to understand English? And then he said, oh, okay, okay. You said in your language, translate from your language to here. It's a two-way process. How do you do it? You see, here we say, here I come. In Africa, you're gonna say, I am coming. So you have to always reverse your words, okay? That's it. You got this. Uh-huh. You see, so like I said, there were greedy folks that came into the education system where their greediness, guess what it did? They based it off on a test mode of is either one or two, and you cannot repeat it, you are out. You see? And I said, if you do this, you are causing what's called choices. Yes, no answers only. Where The person who have critical mindset of problem solving comes through the door, they are not able to be welcome. So kids were coming in the door with critical thinking mindset, but they come through the door not being able to be welcomed. How? Because the other kids that were in, they were only inside as if it's a test, is yes or no choice questions only, just to move through and get out. What they always didn't realize is when they get to the end of their degree, the end of the degrees twisted it back on them. How did they do it? Guys, you see how the system was working. They did it based on statistics and the level of they don't give you right or wrong answers, the choices answers, but they give you what you choose that they feel like as if you are good at it. And then you look at them and I said, this is how you guys were supposed to make it from the bottom. Don't let the person do yes and no, get to the top, and then you are now going to tell them according to the percentage of what they know out there. It's like you look at them, I said, why are they doing things backward in this country? In English systems, they do things backward, but I can tell you because the language is backwards, is twisted backwards. So seeing the language forward, they twist it back, and I look at it, I said, this is gonna hurt people, and is only going to hurt the person who is going to be treated, who is going to be the civilian, who is going to be the down player, the inferior guy is going to hurt, but the superior guy is going to win. You see, so the system was creating where the rich will always be rich, the poor will always be poor. Getting out of that loop is always there. You're gonna try, but for you to come out from that poverty rate to elevate up, you have to go through a different way, a different path. You see, and I don't want to go to the path of forceful and the path that don't lead to what I belong to, which is love, truth, and understanding. God first. I don't want there. You see, and I tell folks, when people say sorcery, and I say, well, you guys say sorcery and all that, but you know the meaning of sorcery from the Bible to all these guys. I don't want to go there. I can break it down if the folks want. You see, so you sit down and you say, folks, we are educating our kids to come in there to school. Think as if you are already the doctor. Think as if you are already the nurse, and that means the person is supposed to know know before they came in. And so now they are sitting there like, okay, uh how does a nurse answer this question? ah, ah, ah. This is how guys, I promise you, this is what's going on when they said think as if you are a nurse, you are a doctor or whatever, and they tell you think as if you are a nurse. I'm gonna go there. Think as if you're a nurse, and then this is what the folks do. As a nurse, when you have been given to this and to that, what do you do? And you are like, well, put the two back together and you are done. Instead of saying, as a student, as a student, before you get into the nursing field or you get to the floor, what would you do? Or as a learner, at this point that you have been taught, what would you do to solve this issue? They say, as this. I was like, but you don't have the badge. And if you think as this way in the exam, when you get on the field, that's how you're gonna deliver your answer. That's wrong. That's wrong. So I saw a whole lot of their questions that they pose in the nursing field and all that to students, and I used to laugh. Guys, sometimes I was like, God, let me just run through this thing and just get out of this place. You understand? Because it's like I wanted to go in the field and teach these folks. I think they will really hate it. I was like, I have a lot of research for you guys, from A to Q, to Q, H A all the way to Q. You're gonna, when I finish, you guys will realize that everything that you started was needed a whole bunch of tapes on it. You understand? So I said, wait, if you guys do this, that's how your whole system in your whole is done in education. This is how the whole education has been done. So the kids are not getting that proper training. You think at home they don't train them. So maybe at school they're supposed to have that at least as a backup. The school is only a backup to the training that you're getting from the house. That's all it is, the training that you're getting from the house. So you got your training at the house, come in here and get the backup. And you come in for the backup and they said, no, you are superior. So folks who are running around literally condescending other people. Yes. Condescending other people, that you not this, you not that. Because yeah, guys, I'm gonna tell you, folks told me all the time why. Because I was a low ball. That's it. That's all I ever heard. I was a low ball. And I'm looking at them like, wow, okay, thank you guys, I love being a low ball. And so I have gotten to the sense where I said, I'm happy with whatever. You know what I'm saying? If the devil want to try, they can continue. But guess what? I'm happy. I have life, and that's it. So the folks were always thinking like this way, and I said, no, this is how you guys separate folks. This is how you guys let folks fight with each other. This is how you guys think of superior versus inferior. This is how you guys commit sins and crimes. This is how accidents occur, because you are only, we bring our children, get the education, back it up, polish it. The education system was supposed to polish the system that the mothers have at home, that is missing those spots. So a fielding is almost like filling in things. But instead of them filling it in, they created a whole brand new slate of another system, that the child is thinking, is my mama right at home, or my education system is wrong? And when they did this too, it affected medicine. How did they use this to affect medicine? Natural medicine was gotten rid of, because the home system, guys, the culture, the other cultures, the modern system cultures, was only, it's almost like it's trying to devour the natural system, that almost like everybody else will not want to do, to go and do natural things anymore. It is the modern system hated what is called dependency. Yes, capitalism systems hate what is called dependency. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it thinks of itself as being so superior that everything else got to be inferior, and him or her acting as if I have to save you. You see, because they are big. I'm big. I'm better. So you feel inferior. Come here and let me save you. That never works. That never works on the aspect that when you're trying to suppress um, the dependency of others, in the way that the people will come back dependent on your system, meaning if they have $1, you take the dollar. If they have this, you take this. So they don't have even $1 with them. What happened is, you want to keep them still enslaved at that side. So they still in the boat, running, cycling themselves. They don't know where to go. That you still can use them. You still can extract whatever is in their mind. You still can take from them, and you still can, almost like I can still program ahead of you. Meanwhile, that never worked to a certain extent. You can do it and do it, but one day it will snap. Are you hearing me? One day it will snap. Okay, because no man wants to be oppressed for so long. Okay, and those that are oppressed, guess what? If I'm being oppressed, I know a reason why I'm being oppressed. Why? Because I also have a I also have behind my back what I also have. Okay, so it's like almost like I always do this. I'm looking at you as the oppressor, but I'm not going to let you look at me as inferior. We are both going in a way that you don't know and I don't know. And let's see who pulls the trigger later. So that's how I always had to walk. So that's how you have to literally move. Okay? Are you hearing me? It's clear. So now, this is what I need you to understand, which is this is on the 3049. Okay, let's move forward. So this is what I need you to understand, and that is whenever you start making others think that they supposed to do what they were supposed to literally come in as if they already know things before you train them. You see what this is doing is this. Let me tell you something. The person don't learn anything. Yeah, the person did not express any conscience food, and you as the educator did not learn anything from them. Mhm. Because what they gave you is a void, what we call it a void. It's called a void, a voided check, a voided check mark, where one comes in trying to be educated. They go ahead and learn everything you have posed that you said is right. They graduate with that, and guess what they do? They get out. But this is where the graduates face their problem. They got student loans bombarded on them. Huh? They got a cycle where they are now in fear. They only want to buy what's called fear. What's called fear? Fear is fear when okay, let's put it. What is called fear that has to do with modern education system? The modern education system technically I knew it. I saw a video that a kid was talking like this. Technically, the modern education system, guys, technically sold you what's called fear. The fear they sold you was you were educated on the level of gaining a confidence, saying you make it up to this high, this part over here. And then when you get to the job, it was totally opposite from what you learned. So now you got to the job in fear because what you learn is not what they teach out there. So now you have to also go ahead and be trained all over again in what? In the field. So your mind, now you sit down and say to yourself, I learned it here. I came to the job and I learned it. And you never stop learning. You gotta continue going, learn something new come in. Hey guys, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You guys, stop this. If you are here on my channel, you're a teacher, you are whatever. Stop it, okay? Stop it. Yeah. Stop it. This is very bad. Very, very, very bad. Look, you were supposed you see, that's where I was saying I feel as if now The degrees, mm, supposed to be guiding, almost like the jobs have to send you to school now. That's what I feel like. Yeah. I feel like the jobs literally is going to come up where the jobs, the nursing schools are going to come from the jobs, where the jobs are going to say this: we will educate you and give you a degree, and you can go out there. That, you know how much money these folks are going to make. Oh, and guess what? It's coming. It's coming. It will come. Whenever I say something like this, because why? I see it past. A lot of the jobs, these nursing schools, they are funny. Sometimes I look at them, I'm like, oh, these folks are funny. All these folks side jobs, they are funny. Why? The only ones that can do it is who? Is the criminal justice department. That's the only place that could not do it. And so folks that actually had criminal justice degree on the side, schools on the side, they were able to make a whole lot of money, right? But this is the problem that this happened. You see, in first, this is what's happening. People were going to school, nursing school from universities, right? Everybody was going, you got to go through a tough GPA. Let's see who is bigger and better. It was made competition wise. So the competition wise literally led a whole lot of people fall down, a whole lot of sins occurred, a whole lot of things happened. And they said, this is not right for us. So the let me use nursing. I always use nursing for, because that's what I see. I have seen. So let's use for instance nursing, where a whole bunch of kids were going through where it was competition, going right it and then it come back. So it went from competition to see who is better, who is not. So almost like my grandma, who is better, who is not competition, and then it moves to the point where it was almost like, okay, the sides one came, which is the side nursing schools came. And when the side nursing schools came, they were also basing their references, taking people in based upon what, the competition. But how did they won it? They won by saying, whenever you come in, we lower our scores for you to come in. They did lower the scores that you were coming in, but they also realized people were graduating faster. They're not making no money. It's based upon money, folks. They're not making no money. So what are they supposed to do with these kids? They said, well, what are we supposed to do next? The kids are graduating faster. They come in with lower the degree and all that stuff. And this. It's not good, right? So what we're gonna do is make it harder. So the science school made a mistake and now make it a little harder, even though they're willing to accept more. First, the bigger schools were only accepting 18 students. 18. The most they accepted was 20. They said, yeah, I remember some schools that applied that said only 18 or 20. So I am always like, I have to wait on the wait list. That takes 2 years. And I was like, 2 years waiting? This is what folks are doing? I gotta really wait for 2 years. Let me go somewhere else that will just take me and I can continue. So this was always like, okay, we can't. No, no, no. So you can literally, it's almost like, I was like, wait, if you want to go to these fields that they have the degree fields, guess what? You're going to end up wasting your whole life, because what were they doing? Here, come here, go there. It was disorganized. So this was where this comes in, and that is, what they were doing is the little size schools came. So the little size schools gained confidence that we can open more rooms, but we will lower our score a little bit for you to come in. And when you came in, the little small schools learned the trick of failing you, because it also based it upon 1, 2. You pass today, you pass tomorrow, and that's it. Who gets 2 chances out of 2 years of making one mistake? If not, you gone. So that's how they were doing it. They learned this trick. And they fill a whole bunch of students and took 60 grand, 80 grand. Can you imagine? This is the problem. So, can you imagine? I had to face the problem of the issue of literally what they say. I had to face a problem of my child being sick. This is a problem I had to face. And now I was like, now, let's not even go there. But I'm trying to teach you this, that the way they are running the whole education system really led to a whole bunch of people, talents being lost, great people being covered, great people, great viewpoints, great mindsets, great inventions being put in a box that one could not get it out. And then when they find out this mistake, they try to bombard on you with it like, "Oh, okay, maybe no, but no, it's wrong." You see? So now how do you make money as a new school coming? It's pretty simple. What you do is look at how these folks are messing people up. You be honest a little bit and you make your money. How do you make money opening your new nursing school? First of all, tell those folks you don't go ahead. You don't accept the sign. You know how entrance courses. You sign 5,000 to come in. They call it entrance this thing, the exam, entrance exam. Take that entrance exam off. You are going to have you be rich. Everybody will run in there. Oh, no entrance exam. All the kids, no entrance exam, and they will come in there. Okay, and then guess what? When they come in there, guess how they make the money? Even though no entrance is, guys. I'm telling you, I was like, what is going on here? You see, we are in. This is where you have to learn, and that is it's time for you to literally say, it's time. You understand? It's time, because it's like, nah. When things don't look right, it's just don't. When it don't look right, it don't smell right. Like, nah, man, nah, that's not me. Back off. You know. So, how do you even make money like this? You see, you open your own nursing school now. Tell those folks, I teach you hands on from A to scratch. You get your degree. Yeah, this I'm telling you. You if you want to bet with me from today till the next 2 years, all the medical fields, you're going to find out that these side schools are going to lose. Yes, the universities are going to lose. Why? Because now the corporate businesses are going to create an education program or degree program based upon the corporate jobs. Yes, you're going to see it. It's coming. Based on the corporate jobs, meaning nurses will now get their degrees from the what? From the hospitals that they work in. Yes, they're going to create programs in the hospitals that they work in, that the hospitals are going to give them their degree. So after they work in and they get the degree, they are done. And I said that's actually good. Yes. You know why that's good? It's only going to punish the education system for the education system to learn. Yes, it's going to. So this is where the problem come in, where the education system is like, well, we will partner with you and deliver this. And I tell the education system, you are dumb, man. Who is leading these folks? You are dumb. Don't partner with them to create a school where you come in there, you have your education system, huh? And you are with them. You didn't gain anything out of it. Why? Because it's only a trap to draw the education system into that process where they say, well, we partner with HCC to get our employees better. Meanwhile, HCC is not going to be able to stand its own, saying, let me stand my own, educating these kids in my school so that I can graduate them and go to the job for me to make the education system better. They are only getting dragged in. Guys, I'm telling you, they're only going to be dragged in the let's partner. I saw this and I said, oh, this is a trap. Let's partner with, and then all this all of a sudden they're like, this hospital said we partner with this person. This person said we partner. I said, no, don't do no partnership like that. You will mess what is called the education system. No. Okay, so guess what? When the person graduate, where is the degree came from? They only use the school's name. It came from this school, but you were trained here. You see it? The school have been used. You became a prostitute to the corporate job. The school is used. So now, how do our kids get even more better? Look, what's going to happen is now our kids are going to go to school, they go to work and think they go to work and get the degree from the job. Your kids only have been cycle. That means the education system is do away with. That means it's do away with. And I sit here and sometimes I look at them, I say, oh Lord, let me close my eyes. Let me close my eyes. Who are the boards, directors who are running this thing here? This is the time they said no. No to all partnership and all that stuff. No, no, no to businesses that partnering with the education system. No to them. Why you must say no to them? It's because you have to come up with gosh, you have to come up with a solid background saying no more. We are going to better our system. And this is no. The kids says they were complaining because they were not able. Why you guys not even accepting schools? You guys are failing people on only 2 courses, ma'am. This is what the education system should have stand up and said no. You guys are not gonna do this. It's time to stand up. Let's go ahead now. What school doing this? What school's doing this? Who is doing this? Who is doing that? That's not supposed to happen. The children are being left behind, and they were supposed to take charge. But the education system also run the race and almost like got its knee buckled. And now they almost like they are dragging on one knee. How you gonna get to the destination? Trying to drag one knee saying, I need a corporate job to held my hand. You're not going to get there. And if you, as education system, if you don't get there, our children are now slaves. Yes, that's the beginning of slavery. Our children are now slaves. They got to go work to get the degree from the corporate job because you have partnered with them without not even thinking. Hey guys, don't make your child be a slave. You understand? When this thing is coming up, when these folks, if you work in the education system, when these folks come up with, let's partner with this school so we can offer them, he said, no, man, it's out. It's out. We are going to let the children come here, treat the children good. That's what I said. I said, how these folks, education systems wants to treat the children not good. That the corporate businesses treat the children good and take the children out of it. And then our children are here and then we are sitting there like, the education system, I don't know. Guys, you guys are losing. Now schools have opened everywhere online. Do you hear this? Online. Children can go to school here. They can go. That's how Penn Foster even made money. Penn Foster came in. He saw it. He said, "Oh, the education system is missing this." Boom, it's run. Once everybody saw Foster doing it, they said, "Oh my God, the education system is like, who is this old grandpa over there that don't want us to move forward?" You see, that's why I come. That's why I come, and I am coming. Guys, if you are here, share my video to them. Let them understand. This is where I come in, where I'm only telling them, don't have your own children that you go outside and give all your money to another child. Treat your children good. United States, treat your education system better than this. Okay? They say, well, we treated very good. I said, no, no, do much better. How you gonna put how do you call student loans? All these things the education system was supposed to stand up and said no. The government, guys, the government, if you're going to make program, that means you guys, it's like who's doing the math? The math don't make sense. The math is not making sense. You see, the math don't make sense. How you look at it, you say, how are you guys doing this? How are you guys going back here, going here, going here? You have missed the whole education system. And criminal justice is there. But criminal justice is suffering from a place. You know what it's suffering from? Guys, I'm gonna end this soon. My time is running out. The criminal justice is literally now suffering from this. I know with a smile, but my head bowed down in tears. I'm not moving. I know with a smile, my head is bowed down in tears, and I'm not moving. It's called the stance of silence. The stance of silence where you are mourning in pain. But you are mourning in pain for the sake of you cannot do anything, but your child is deteriorating. Your hands is tied at your back. You are only looking for your children to come to you, give you a hug, and go. Come, give me a hug, and go. You coming from the education system? Why didn't you go to school? You were supposed to go to school. Why did you fail? Why didn't justice come right? Come give me a hug, go and come out. Criminal justice system has lost its voice. Monotone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The education system is only pulling hair. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Yes, their hair is out. Einstein's hair, even better. They are pulling their hair while one is staying inside and like, mm, 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 mm. And the corporate business is like, I'm a drink to this. Let me get me some cup. Mm, 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 mm. When y'all come over here, I'm about to make it. And the small business is like, hey, da da da, hoda bro, hoda bro, bro, oh, hida bro, speaking another language. Small business is speaking another language. I'll tell you, next time I'll go there. They are speaking another language. Oh, bada bada bo, bada bo, ada spefka sporfa, oh, shikro bada di, oh, whoosh. You are like, hey, you see small business here? You see small business there? You are like, what happened? They don't connect. You see small business there? Meanwhile, let me tell you, how does one small business even make it? It's called chain. Hey guys, let's I'll go there, guys, but my video is over. Today, we literally talk about the education system, how we can bring our children up, and how the education system supposed to put their foot down and say, no, mm, this is coming. Yes, and I'm telling you, it's going to come. Why? Why am I saying this? Because the nurses were seeing it, saying when the new ones come in, they come in for us to train them from scratch. What can we do? And the inside they are saying, well, what we can do is talk to the yes, they got the money. The big corporations got the money. They go straight ahead and what do? They go straight ahead, talk to the education system. They say, "Oh, we will give you the license for no reason. You have the facility, of course. Train the people. You have the facility, of course. Train the people, and then let's get you the degrees. Easy." But the education system lost all its money. You were supposed to be said, "Look, when you go to around the world, when you go around the world, guess what happened, guys? You know why they said have a good education system? Give me the name Oxford. Yep. England, London, England, Germany. They never said United States. And I'm like, man, but this is the most beautiful, richest, everything. Everybody was like, what? What? Mm-mm, mm-mm. I said, but why? You got me here telling you why. Forward this to them, okay? Forward this. This to Oxford, London, Germany. Nobody ever literally brings it up about United States. Matter of fact, now they even started saying India. And I was like, what? India? And so guess what they were doing, guys? United States, these hospitals went to how do you call it? They said Indonesia. They said they went to Indonesia. And where's the other one? They went to Indonesia and Nepal and let me give you one of the place that everybody was from there. My brother had a girl that was from this country. My brother it's a rich girl that was from this country. I forgot the name. They almost forgot the name. It was from Philippines. Yes, Philippines. Oh my gosh. They go to Philippines. They go to Philippines. They said Philippines. I mean, almost my floor. Half of the people that I knew was all from Philippines, and they were like, "Oh, United States brought us," you know. And I was like, "Huh?" Yeah, there are nurses that were hired from other countries that came straight here and work, and all their children here in United States are running around. Guys, this is so funny. Sometimes I look at the women, guys. I looked at the women that were in. I was like, You are so shameful, man. You are very shameful. Why are you shameful? You are shameful in the essence of, you have nursing students that didn't make it. You have nursing students. You have students out there in your country, right here in this country. Huh? You have them. You did not support them. You thought of yourself so highly superior and condescending that, look at you. You're walking in front of 15, 20 of all foreigners from another country that came, right? You walking them. Guess where you taking them? We gotta hire them from another country because they were good. And then I said, yeah. You see the problem we have? Yes, because why? We're going outside to go hire somebody to come care for our folks here. I said, who does that? Who does this? And over there too, it's because it's cheap. United States is to pay those nurses, it was cheap. They said. But when they come here, they make the same amount, they make bigger. One of the nurses was like, I'll make. Oh my gosh. I was like, huh? You see, you look at all these things, you are like, something is going on. Don't go to another country to hire somebody to come here. Their own people are here. They don't even want them. They don't even want to to train them. That essence. They have ignored these aspects of training. You see, go to African country. Let me give you. You see how they teach the kids on how to become a nurse. Go learn this. You'll be shocked. Do this. They teaching you as if you never been to school before. So you are learning from the base to the top. So by the time an African child literally graduate from the college and come outside, I'm telling you, let the needle break. Guess what? He will be able to sew your leg with the cotton. They will be able to sew your leg with the cotton. Let the water come off. They will be able to make a whole new sodium bag and put it on you. You see, they were like mechanics in the nursing, and there was no fear attached to it. Boom, bam, come there, do it, and gone. And then here, guess what it was? The kids were afraid. They cry when they come on the floor. You see. So let's cut this off. I'm gonna end this right here and tell you this. If you knew somebody in the education system, this is the time you tell them, please stop dragging your leg. What's going on with these kids? Why are they not passing? Who is not doing this? How did it go? The exam? How y'all gonna say this exam like this? We need children to come in the field that made also us money. Also, that helped this system also raise up. You know, the education system is losing because we are thinking the kid's supposed to come already with a degree in the education system. And we are like, hello, the kid didn't come here with the education system already. And they are like, well, that means the kids, the generations of these kids, they are very dumb. Let's make sure we give them more medicine, make sure we give them all vaccine, make sure maybe we give them more headache pain, and then maybe they'll be more smarter. Let's try to put technologies. Let's try. It's like, hey man, you want to make people robots when guess what? You don't even teach the kids right. You don't educate them right. The person have a whole brand new conscience in there, but you don't want to do that. You want to go and bring bots outside, make everybody a bot. Who are you, a robe? You're not going to set this road up. I rebuke it. Guys, let's end right here. I hope they learn because it's coming. Where big corporations are going to now form their own, they will say, well, when we bring nurses from other places, it's not good. Okay? Now when we bring let's say those new students, it's not good for us. We want people that we can train. And I heard this. We want people that we can train in our job, our corporate jobs, and then we give them a degree and that's it. And they have every right if they do that. Why? Because the education system lay their background for them to be whooped at the back. They don't want to learn or free us. And then that's it. And now when you sit down in it, you are like, I think there are people that are in the board of education that are actually friends with those in the corporate systems, that the corporate and the boards, they are literally saying, just let it slide and let's crush the whole education system. And then there will not be any more. And then the kids will come online. Somebody's out there doing all this. Don't follow it. Rebuke it. Say, okay, it's time to stand up. Now is the time for everybody to stand up for something. Because we have been advancedly programmed for things, and then when it arrives in front of us, we are like, but I didn't sign up for this. What is this? Good luck. Love you all. Have a great day. God bless.